Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about AutoML. I think it's a relevant topic to information management because it allows us to use information, and more specifically, non-tech people can do some real hardcore machine learning and extract insight from data. I'm pretty sure that many of you have already heard about this technology before. It was a quite a hot topic of artificial intelligence back 2 years ago. But I think still a pretty good choice for someone who is considering use the power of machine learning, but not necessarily want to learn the science by themselves or hire a team of data scientists. So today I'm going to talk about what is AutoML and why we want to use it and when it's appropriate to use it and what it can do for us. And finally, I'll do a simple demo to let you see how it works. So first of all, AutoML is a suite of cloud-based automated machine learning products. The goal is to provide machine learning at a click of button, or at least those complicated algorithms, pipelines, and code are hidden from your view. Here is a diagram shows you how it works. Basically, you need to have a dataset and feed it into the Google Cloud platform. Then AutoML will train your customized model or use their pre-trained models, which are existing models that are optimized by someone else. Then AutoML will deploy a model and you can access the predictions through their REST API. Now, why do we want to use AutoML? Maybe you would like to incorporate the power of machine learning into your business because it can discover some interesting business opportunity human may not be aware of, or simply replace some tedious, repetitive work that could take a lot of human labor. It could also because AutoML can provide models that outperform a data analytics teams in terms of more accurate predictions. And moreover, it could cost less than human data scientists. Let me talk a little more about these one by one. So why do we want to incorporate machine learning into our business? It can obviously increase your efficiency and probably let you understand your customer better and personalize your marketing campaigns. Let me explain them by using an example of Mercari. Mercari is a Japanese online flea market. As you can imagine that a basic functionality of the website would be classify all these images of different products. Some are bags, some are shoes, and some are jewelries, and so on. So that customer can shop by categories instead of just browsing. Now, maybe one can rely on human to do all the work, but it would take a lot of work. Mercari already noticed that, and I will share the result with you later. Now, Mercari could push it a little further to understand their customer. Then it can use their browsing history or transaction history, and machine learning can predict the probability that the customer are interested in buying a product. They can even utilize a lot of customer data to find some patterns in their behavior. For example, someone who just bought a nice evening dress also buys a pair of high heel shoes very soon. They can generate their sales campaign based on it. Now, about performance of AutoML. So, Mercari has the image classification task. They hire some data scientists to build their own model, but the accuracy is only 75%. Means that they can only get 75 out of 100 images classified correctly. So they hand the problem to Google AutoML. The accuracy improved to 91%. Now one could infer that the performance of this automated machine learning is better than at least some human data experts. It brings us to another topic, that why we want to use AutoML is the cost related with human data scientists. Now, one thing is that the salary of data scientists who build a model for your company is pretty high. The average is 110K and even more. Usually, one data scientist is not enough. You would need a team to do all the data pre-processing, to build all the pipeline and choose the right technique. And of course, a lot of code. The model performance not only rely on the data scientist's degree and background in statistics, computer science, but also a lot of experience. Some people in this field say that tuning neural networks are instead of science. That's kind of give you a flavor of how much experience is involved here. Moreover, if you can hire the right people, it's also a problem. Data science is currently a very hot field. Some people would take a few weeks bootcamp and apply for a job, but actually, data science job would require quite a lot of background. And how do you judge if a person is qualified would also require a lot of expertise. So AutoML could probably cost you less in terms of money, time, and labor, but provide a decent performance. Now, let me walk you through all the kinds of problems that AutoML can solve. When would we want to use their service? First one is translation. It's pretty straightforward. You can translate a piece of text from one language to another. It can detect and translate it dynamically and allow us to train models specific to a domain. AutoML vision, this is for image. The image here is pretty self-explanatory. Image classification task is on the left. You can classify images into different categories. This requires some training data, that you have a bunch of labeled images that are already tagged, or you can let AutoML to label the images for you for some extra expenses. On the right is a task to detect object in an image, which is called object detection. And if you would like to trigger some event based on image classification or object detection result, or deploy models in some specific hardwares, AutoML Edge enables that. Similar to the image classification, you can also classify videos into some customized videos. Here's an example. They categorize different sports videos. It's like object detection in the AutoML vision, but it can also track the object when they move. This is an example. As you can see here, they track the trucks, cars, and also person, and also count the number of them. And here is the natural language processing. Here you can not only classify documents or pieces of text, but also identify the entity within it and analyzes the sentiment. For example, this could be useful if you have a bunch of customer reviews for some products that you collected the data from social media. Instead of reading them one by one, you can actually tag the reviews by products. identify which review is for which product, and tag it by sentiment and see if the person likes the product, and so on. Lastly, AutoML table. It allows you to build model if you have some structured CSV files or other type of structured files. Here's an example. Let's say that you have a property in New York City and you want to list it on Airbnb to make some extra money. But you did not like Airbnb's smart pricing functionality and you want your own model. Here we have some data about Airbnb in New York City. This is a table of the price history and other information that might be useful to predict the price. For example, where the listing is located, the size of the property, and how many reviews are there. AutoML table allows you to make your own prediction with this structured data. Now let me use the Airbnb data to do a demo and give you a flavor how the process is like. Now here we are at the page that you can import your data and train the models. So you can easily find the link to this page on the AutoML homepage. And then all you need to do is that you just create, here I just uploaded the file that I showed you earlier and specify where I need to store it on the cloud storage like this. And then just click import. So it took a little bit time to upload all the dataset. And after successfully import our dataset, they have this summary page of the dataset that we have. Here we have 10 numeric predictors, 3 are categorical, and some are text and some are timestamp. Now all you need to do to predict the price is to specify here the target column here. We choose price and then click on train model. You have to specify like the train budget here. Just for demonstration purpose, we would allot it. So let's spend 1 hour to train our model. And you just click on training. Now it's in a process of training the model. We'll wait for an hour and come back. Now, after an hour's training, here we got some results. And if we click on the evaluate here, you can see some basic statistics about how the model performs. And here you can see some the most important features that contributing to the price predictions. For example, the most important feature would be like room type, if it is an entire house or a private room or a shared place. And interestingly, second important is actually the name or the title of the listing. So a better or more attractive name would result in a better price. We can also use the model to do some further predictions by clicking this test and use tag here. So basically you can prepare your data according to their requirements here and do the prediction of your listing. So this is the end of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for taking the time to watch this.